Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This here is a presentation on alternative compensating technological controls to combat cyber warfare. Calling all aspiring innovators and brainiac entrepreneurs. So I came across this comment under the video called "The Attack That Could Bring America Down" by the 700 Club on YouTube. It's by this guy named Naked, and he says, as a former IT specialist who was part of the group that created the internet as you know it today, I knew this kind of situation was going to manifest itself in the days of the Y2K era. We need to disconnect infrastructure from the internet completely and start a new control system that has no connected capabilities, which includes water, sewer, electricity, and even our hospitals that need to be disconnected. And I'm making this presentation because I would like to make a few recommendations to those who care about protecting their family and friends in America. So a little bit about me is that I just passed the CompTIA Security Plus SYO 701 exam, and I think everyone, regardless of their careers or jobs, would greatly benefit from educating themselves more into the field of cybersecurity, which, this could include many professions outside the IT sphere, whether you're a mechanic, welder, electrician, plumber, etc., or a historian who specializes in the 18th to 19th century antiquated devices. I'm someone who's always happened to be into steampunk science fiction novels, and I may be poor right now, but I'm willing to invest time, a lot of energy, my own money into this. Also, as a warning, I am trying to be respectful and at the same time honest, which is kind of hard to do both at the same time. It's kind of feels impossible to do. But anyways, so one of the solutions to foreign and domestic threats is to pray and give thanks to the true Alpha and Omega, which is Jesus Christ. And that is straight for people who are in the red pill community. I'm on the internet a lot, so I'd be reading into all sorts of controversial, political, religious, all sorts of stuff. So I'm just bringing that up. And I know it says in the Bible you're not supposed to be speaking, but this is on YouTube and not a building of worship, okay? So please hear me out. Okay, so my main reason for making this PowerPoint as a preposition to those who are deeply concerned about America's infrastructure is one, I'm sorry, but it's becoming a godless nation. And I'm saying this from a former self-proclaimed atheist agnostic perspective. Okay, I was like a zealot. Years ago, I was like an atheist zealot. So any atheists who are watching this, like, I already know all the reasons as to why you'd argue on this, but I'm gonna keep going. 2, America has so many vulnerabilities in its technological infrastructure, and it can be discouraging in numerous ways. 3, vulnerabilities extends outside the technological infrastructure. There is an ideological virus spreading among all aspects of not just the US, but all Western societies. It travels through our education system, media, government, communities, religious gatherings, etc. But despite all that, I would like to encourage those with bright minds and give hope to those who yearn for a greater purpose in their lives. Like, if you want fame, if you want glory, this is something for you. And, in order to think outside the box, maybe we should travel back in time. So this is a video on a guy who is, teaching autistic kids about steampunk, and it's something that's aspirational, it's inspiring. I think we should
What the kids had to
advocate
do is
more
to work
for
in
this.
teams
to get somewhere in life, to progress in society, we need to advocate for steampunk right here.
What the kids had to do is to work in teams, and each child in each team would take on a certain task. So
The video from the previous slide is from an article that discusses how steampunk, a genre that blends history, art, and technology, can inspire innovation and creativity in the real world. His name is Bruce Rosenbaum, I hope I'm saying that right, a prominent figure in steampunk art and design, explored how steampunk can be more than just a science fiction genre, suggesting it could serve as a tool for creative problem solving. Rosenbaum tested this theory with a program called Steampunkinetics, designed for children on the autism spectrum. The program aimed to enhance social skills and reduce anxiety by having kids collaborate on building a steampunk kinetic machine. This hands-on approach helped them develop problem-solving abilities and teamwork. The success of this program led Rosenbaum to believe that steampunk's emphasis on creative problem-solving through what is known as genusion or divergent thinking could benefit everyone, not just those with autism. This type of thinking, which involves considering opposites and challenging established ideas, has been attributed to many historical inventors and scientists. Steampunk art design seminars and projects are now being held in schools, colleges, museums, and other institutions, where participants, especially kids, are encouraged to develop their collaboration and problem-solving skills through creative activities inspired by steampunk. To be a great emphasis on this, I wanted to add that we need to further experiment with all types of technology that isn't solely reliant on electricity. I know coal might be an environmental issue, but we need other resources for backups. America needs other forms of energy at its disposal. I have thought a lot about how this would impact our environment, but honestly, like all the other things, it seems that we have to branch out. We have to focus on manufacturing our own things. I feel like we can reuse it once it becomes obsolete. There would be less trash everywhere. The cities would be less filthy than they are right now. Steampunk is charming in ways that back in the old days, innovators, designers, they went out of their way to create things that were long lasting. If society were to get back to that, I think we'd have less trash. Obviously, all these images here were created by AI, but I know a lot of people want to invest AI. AI is pretty cool, but at the same time, like everything has its flaws. So I really would think it'd be good to just also focus on other things that are just not reliant on electricity or digital computers. And one of them is the uninterruptible power supply, which is UPS. It's what certain places have when all electricity is cut off. It's what we need. Here is a generator. Generators are essential for many places, including hospitals. A lot of people who are into the prepper stuff, doomsday stuff, they use this. Like, it's pretty cool. I have a solar generator, but honestly, I just feel like if we were to, I forgot what it was called. Dang it. An EMP, which is an electromagnetic pulse. If we are to get that, all of this, no matter if you have a generator, solar, anything solar, just about anything digital, is not going to work. Okay? I have thought a lot about not even making this presentation because it's like even on public like YouTube, it just be laying it out our weaknesses. But I've already seen a lot of cyber stuff online, so I guess this is okay to post. Like, I just want to point out we got water treatment plants, highly reliant on ICS SCADA systems. Like, that can affect like thousands, if not millions of people. So that's kind of just, I'm not even doing it, but it's kind of stressing me out just thinking about it. But it's very important to harden all these systems and devices. And here is a light source uh, fueled by coal. This was created by ChatGPT, so maybe it's not realistic. It's kind of doesn't make sense for these lights to be where they're at. But either this or we need to stockpiling candles and wax. Here's an example of a sewer system. It just looks better than the sewer systems that we have right now, honestly. It's just my opinion, though. Who knows? Maybe I don't know any better, but I'm just suggesting. Here is a computer system that's, you know, I want to just learn to get into things that aren't digital. And this seems like it wouldn't be digital. It just, like, I'm a tech noob, obviously. It's in my name. So I don't have the best quality education to describe or explain as to how this would work. I'm just trying to share ideas. So these suggestions may never come to fruition, like it may just fall on deaf ears, and that could be the case. So considering how most people are these days, I would say if you're watching this, thank you so much. And you would definitely need to look into just stockpiling a bunch of canned food. Obviously, it's going to be like the Wild West if really bad stuff happens. So unfortunately, we're going to need guns. And we're going to need a bunch of medical supplies, okay? So, any of you guys, there's opportunity even in dismal circumstances. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and God bless.